straight. Good morning, Mark. What's popping, bro? Okay, get that camera nice and tight. All right. On the first go. We got it. We got one thing up. Let's get that chat line straight. I see the chat. I see you, Mark. Okay, we got the chat line straight. I see everybody now. We ready. But now, woo, I be trying to stall. I ain't even gonna play with y'all. I be trying to stall. I really do be trying to stall. And welcome to the #1 show on YouTube, Our Bottom Line. Let's get into this. That's about right. We're gonna let him play a little bit and then whoosah. We've been trying every morning with him. Might have to get a new watch. And get him. Olay. And that's right, y'all. That's right, y'all. That's right, y'all. Wake up those paws. Wake up those paws because I'm clap along if you feel like a room without a roof. Cause I'm how long if you feel like happiness is for you. Cause I'm clap along if you feel like happiness. That's right, y'all. You know why I'm doing that, right? Cause it's bump that beat. Friday the 20th. That's right, y'all. It's 2025. I'm your host, Bugatti NYC, and this here's our bottom line where we be talking about this and that and that and this and this and that and that, where we be talking about this and that and that and this and this and that. Just got me pissed. Just got paid Friday night. Party jumping. That's right, y'all. It's Friday. It's Friday. Wake up. It's 6 o'clock in the morning. It's Our Bottom Line. It's your boy Bugatti NYC. And like I always tell you, y'all could have went anywhere. But the fact of the matter that you came here to chill with me, I appreciate you. Who's up in the building this early this morning, you guys? Let's see who's up in the chat. Y'all do me a favor. Let's get busy in the chat. Let's stay on topic. I'm happy. I had a good night. I slept well. Woke up this morning, 3 o'clock again, pooled again, came again with it, and we are so ready this morning. We got another banger ready for you guys. I hope y'all ready. Get your coffee ready. I'm going to have y'all up and ready out of here before it's time to get to work because that's what we do. Who we got up in the building this morning? We got Mark Dorfman that's saying good morning from NYC. We got Batty Lynn up in here from Detroit, and she's got her coffee or tea ready. Okay, what else we got? I was blind, but now I see. Good morning, brother. Good morning to you. And also, one of the #1 snipers, hitters up in the building, VIP Auction Group. So good to see you. We got Rebecca in the building. You already know she's from Grand Rapids, Michigan. That's right, y'all. What else we got? We got Natalie Georgievich up in the building from Syracuse. VIP Auction Group says, thank God it's Friday. Casey, what's popping? I already know you up in here, HBL family. How is everybody doing? Harley, good morning, everybody. Harley up in the building early this morning. I got some work to do. Hope everybody had a fantastic evening and slept like babies. Because y'all know what time it is now, right? It's time for me to get into this thumbnail. It's time for us to get busy. It's time for me to unload this clip and let's get into this title. Woo! I hope everybody having a fantastic morning because I know I am. Why? Because he woke me up again and I'm so thankful to be here for another day. Problems present opportunities and boy, am I ready for the opportunities. So let me at them. I'll splat them. Let's go, y'all. What we got here? We got Trump. Newsom should be thanking me for sending in the troops. As you guys know, there was a lot of activity prior last week with a lot of people storming California. There was a lot of cars being set on fire. There was a lot of back and forth with rubber, things like that. We got that in the clip. But what do you guys think? Do you think it was good that Trump sent in the troops, or do you think that he was wrong for doing that? We got to keep on moving forward. I got other subcategories such as the Senate Judiciary Committee holds a meeting on the Joe Biden presidential cover-up. Yes, we're talking about, once again, you guys, cognitive decline. We're talking about the auto pen. They're talking about who was really running the government when Joe Biden was sitting in the office. We're going to get into that as well, you guys. We got to keep on moving forward because last but not least, you see him smiling. You see him happy. Got the gum all in his cheeks like this because he was getting paid, like I said, Friday night. But no, we got another situation with the ex-NFL star Antonio Brown, who's issued a warrant for attempted murder in Florida. As you guys know, he had an incident last week where people ran up on him and tried to, as he says, allegedly tried to rob him for his jewelry. So you guys, we got that clip. We're going to do the follow-up, but we got so much more in the clip as well. So guess what? I'm not going to ask for the likes because I got to get to work. So you know what I'm going to do? Let's get to it. I got to get to this first clip right here. I want you guys to see first thing we got up on the board this morning. We've got our president, of course, the way we like to start it off in the morning to get the first information that the first or last of the first information that we can bring to you guys. Here he is on the White House in the back southern portion where they're putting up the new flag. Yesterday we had a little portion of it then. Now we've got some more portions of it that we're going to bring you guys as well. We like to break things up around here. So he's going to be talking about questions about Iran, Federal Reserve, and on the White House lawn. Let's get into it, you guys. It's Friday. Come on, y'all, turn up. Let's go. It's the weekend. Let's go. It's the weekend. Let's get it.
Covering the riots in Los Angeles right now. And we got a great ruling, as you know, yesterday from the judge. The absolute right. If we didn't bring in the military in Los Angeles, you would have maybe no city. You'd have just what you have with the housing, burned to the ground.
How will you ensure that
changes? They take this out.
With the ruling
Mr. President,
yesterday,
it seems like you agree with Israeli Prime Minister Netanyahu.
Yeah, well, with the ruling yesterday, does that mean you're more empowered to send National Guard for other cities as well? Maybe New York?
I don't think more empowered. I always thought I was empowered. It would be a shocking ruling. Only a guy like Newsom would even ask for it. You know, he should be thanking me instead of fighting. Newsom wouldn't have a city right now. It would be burning to the ground. You'd have people running all over, throwing rocks. Did you see them breaking up the concrete? Because we caught the bricks. They were bringing bricks, heavy bricks, red bricks, by the bag, 5 or 6 big bags. The guys strong guys that could hardly even carry them. They're going to hand them out to people to throw at the police. And by the way, the chief of police in Los Angeles said that we needed the help. If we didn't have the help, we would have been in trouble. Now he changed his mind 4 days later because he put a little bit, but and he actually needed it more than. But we did a great job. We quelled that thing. And the fact that we are even there thinking about going in, they won't bother with it anymore. They'll go someplace else. But we'll be there too. We'll be wherever they go, we're going to be.
Did you see the main numbers for immigration?
Yeah, great numbers.
0.
Yeah, we had 0. Did you see that, everybody?
You were going to ask that.
0.
I was going to ask that.
She's on our side. Because most people don't want to ask her.
Well, she told earlier, Brian, did you see the main numbers? It's 0.
0, yeah.
How is that even?
Because we really have a tight border. Now, we have let a lot of people in, but they came in legally. They actually have to take a little test, and they have to say, I love America, minor things like that.
Minor things like that.
Okay, we're going to keep on moving, you guys, because I got more on the deck to stack. I got to bring you guys over to this cognitive decline situation. We're getting right into it. Do you guys think that Joe Biden was running the United States of America when he was the president, or do you think it was his administration that was taking abuse of the auto pen? Let's get into it, you guys. We got to stack this deck. I got 5 on it. Then I'm coming to the comments. I got 5 on it, 5 videos. Then I'm coming to the comments. Let's keep on going, you guys. Okay, guys, also, let me know who's already acting up in the comments. It's too early to be playing around and trolling. So, yes, Rebecca, I'm going to ask you. All you got to do is say names. Don't even worry about telling me what they're doing. All you got to do is say their name, and boom, they're getting up out of here. Because we got to get into Schmidt as he plays a brutal video of the Dems telling us not to believe our lying eyes about Joe Biden. Let's get into it, you guys. Remember this?
Opening statements. The minority did not call any witnesses for today's hearing. They have chosen to ignore the hearing as they chose to ignore President Biden's mental decline. But we do have a short video of some previous statements from Biden administration officials and Democrat Party officials telling us not to believe our lying eyes. We can play the video.
Does the president have the stamina, physically and mentally, do you think, to continue on even after 2024?
Don, you're asking me this question. Oh my gosh, he's the president of the United States. You know, I can't even keep up with him.
The most difficult part about a meeting with President Biden is preparing for it, because he is sharp, intensely probing, and detail-oriented and focused.
I can testify because I've been working very closely with this president for the past 2 years. I've been knowing him for 30 years. And I'm telling you, this guy's tough. He's smart. He's on his game.
Joe Biden has vision. He has knowledge. He has a strategic thinker.
The president is focused. He's detail-oriented. He's always thinking about the...
Focused on ice cream, detailed about making sure that he don't crap his pants. Oh, my bad. I'm not supposed to be talking yet.
big picture.
He is engaging. He is capable. He has an incredible record as president.
And I'm often with him on foreign trips. He's at the top of his game.
So he has a
vision. He has knowledge. He has judgment. He has a strategic thinking.
I met with the president, 5 or 6 weeks ago, and he seemed fine to me.
I have complete confidence in the president. I have watched him expertly guide meetings of staff and cabinet members. I could not have more confidence in the president.
I would just tell you that I meet frequently with the president, and every single time I meet with him, he is just fine.
But he is, again, knowledgeable, wise.
Incredibly sharp, incredibly probing, incredible command of the details.
He's just incredible. He was incredible as a president, as they'll have you tell it, right? But guess what? We got to be fair. You know how we have to be fair and impartial over here, right? Because guess what? They're saying the same thing about the current president, Donald Trump. And yes, we have footage of that. Let's keep on moving, you guys. We got to keep on moving. Don't stop like the hands of time. It's Friday, y'all. Turn up. We woke up this morning. Everybody should be smiling right now. That's right, y'all. Smile for no reason. Come on, let's go, y'all. Because, yeah, we got it on both sides over here. It's not just about one. We got the other side, too.
Durbin for his opening remarks. And after that, Senator Cornyn is going to take the chair, and Senator Cornyn and Chairman Schmidt are going to lead the rest of the hearing.
You know I'm not going to let them, your old men do that,
Thank
right?
you, Chairman
You know I'm
Grassley.
not going to let that happen,
This committee has
Let's go. Get to it, buddies. Get to it. Come on.
Don't you need to uphold the Constitution of the United States as president?
I don't know. The windmills are driving the whales crazy, obviously. I have concepts of a plan. They're eating the dogs, the people that came in. They're eating the cats. They're eating the... I know about magnets is this. Give me a glass of water. Let me drop it on the magnets. That's the end of the magnet. The kidney has a very special place in the heart. Right, and then I see the disinfectant where it knocks it out in a minute, 1 minute. And is there a way we can do something like that by injection inside or almost a cleaning? This is a tough hurricane. One of the wettest we've ever seen from the standpoint of water. When you ran out the healthy arms, you ran out of really healthy. They had great arms, but they ran out. It's called sports. It's called baseball in particular. Can't understand a word he's saying. Did you just see Maduro, Venezuela? It's unbelievable. Well, I don't know about it. I mean, obviously, I'm not involved.
He wants to know why the proclamation was signed in the dark.
I don't know when it was signed because I didn't sign it. Other people handled it.
I had to do it. It wouldn't have been fair. I didn't have too much of the jumbling around with Joe Biden, but I did want to show you guys what was going on with that. Let's go ahead and shoot over to Washington because President Trump has approved the Iran attack, and he hasn't made a final decision. So we're going to keep on moving, you guys. I love the fact that y'all was with that. That's what I'm talking about. We got to go everywhere with this. We can't just be on one side with it. They're eating the dogs. They're eating the cats. Can we do something by injection maybe? Give me some Clorox right here. I'll be straight. Clorox in the Vizanes, y'all. There we go. We're going to keep on moving, y'all. We got to go over to this Iran report.
Developing tonight, President Donald Trump approved attack plans on Iran, but he still has not made a final decision on whether to strike.
Our Charlie DeMar is here with how close the U.S. could be to joining Israel in its air fight and ultimately going to war with Iran.
And Joe and Erica, tensions remain high in the Middle East. Israel and Iran have exchanged missiles for 6 days, and there really does not appear to be an immediate resolution in sight. President Trump says he is losing patience with Iran as he weighs his options. With Israel destroying Iranian helicopters and missile launchers as it targets the Iranian nuclear program, CBS News reports President Trump has signed off on attack plans against Iran, but has not decided whether the United States will directly join Israel in the fight.
I have ideas as to what to do, but I haven't made a final. I like to make the final decision 1 second before it's due, because things change. I mean, especially with war.
Iran has launched its own barrage of missiles at Israel. Most have been intercepted by the Israeli air defense system.
The Iran nuclear deal.
Illinois Senator and Iraq War veteran Tammy Duckworth.
What we should be doing as the United States is trying to broker an agreement to lower the tensions that are over there right now.
The president says time could be running out for diplomacy and that any deal would require Iran to surrender.
Unconditional surrender. That means I've had it. Okay, I've had it. I give up. It's very late to be talking. We may meet. It's. I don't know. There's a big difference between now and a week ago, right?
Iran has prepared missiles and equipment for strikes on U.S. bases and equipment in the Middle East if the U.S. joins the battle, according to CBS News. The Pentagon is moving some of those assets around in response.
We already know about that. We've been on that since yesterday, but I wanted you guys to hear it from the horse's mouth as far as like what his decision is and what's going on with that, because that's the way we do it over here. And of course, we got to give a big shout out to Harley for the $200 super chat. Everybody, conjunctively, together, let's thank Harley for the $200 super chat, because that is one person right there that keeps us together over here and has it's a major support for the show over here. We really appreciate the support that you show for the show, and let me keep on working because I gotta earn that. I gotta keep on earning this. Let's get on over to what's this? Tom Homan is gonna speak about doubling down on sanctuary cities as well as coming against workers and enforcement against farm workers. Yes, everybody, do your boy that favor. Double tap that screen and get those likes up if you appreciate the content. And always, as of always, Harley, you already know we appreciate you over here at HOBL, Our Bottom Line. Everybody, please show the love to Harley. Thank you so much. We appreciate you. Thank you, Harley. Let's keep on going, you guys. Let's keep it going. Now, everybody probably can't tip in a super chat like Harley, but you can give what you can, and we definitely appreciate it. We're not greedy. We don't ask for bread over here because we understand that it's hard out here for a pimp. So we don't really try to go in your pockets. So we got a little bit of coffee in the kitchen. But we really like to get those likes up because that lets everybody know that we're over here. It sends up a notification, and that really helps the channel out and supports all of us. So we really appreciate that, you guys. Let's keep on going and see what Tom Homan has to say on the border crisis, as well as what ICE is about to do on farms.
Mr. Homan, some of the president's supporters are very concerned right now that if he were to strike Iran, it would take away from immigration priorities in the U.S. southern border. Do you share those concerns? What would you tell them?
It's out of my lane to talk about Iran. I can say we're enforcing immigration law every day. We got over 1,000 teams on the streets every day across this country. And right now we're concentrating on sanctuary cities because that's where the problem is. They knowingly release public safety threats, illegal aliens to the community every day. So that's why we're sending more resources to sanctuary cities. We don't have that problem like in the state of Florida where most of the county sheriffs accept our detainers and they give us an illegal alien when they're done with them. So we got to concentrate where we know they're being released in the street. So that's why we're sending more resources to sanctuary cities to take the public safety threats off the street.
Sherman, what do you say to farmers who are growing increasingly concerned that immigration enforcement is going to hurt their ability to do their jobs and thus hurt the U.S. economy more broadly?
Well, first of all, there's a right way and wrong way to hire workers. There are legal programs that bring farm workers in. Second of all, I've been saying for years, Congress needs to address this. But because Congress failed to address doesn't mean we ignore it. I mean, it's illegal to knowingly hire an illegal alien. But like I just talked about a few minutes ago, Worksite enforcement operations, just like at-large operations, we're going to base them on priority, right? For those, we have a criminal nexus of trafficking, of forced labor, of tax fraud or tax evasion. I mean, we will concentrate on work sites on a prioritized basis, just like we do at-large operations. So anything, let's just go farm look for illegal aliens. We'll prioritize those who have a criminal nexus first.
Just one quick follow-up. On Thursday, ICE told agents to hold off on investigations of farms and hotels, absent some other sort of criminality. Is ICE acting on their own, and what is the...
ICE was not, look, ICE is enforcing laws enacted by Congress. Worksite enforcement operations is an important part of the work we do. Again, where do we find most victims of trafficking? Worksite. Joe Biden stopped worksite. They said they cared about sex trafficking and forced labor trafficking. Then they stopped worksite enforcement. That was a dumb move.
So what was that email from KWK?
It's a matter of messaging, proper messaging. The message is clear now that we're going to continue doing worksite enforcement operations, even on farms and hotels, but based on a prioritized basis. Criminals come first.
As you know, yesterday, as of this month, the employment has gone up for U.S. citizens. He's basically what I'm trying to say is U.S. citizens have basically been able to get a lot more work now with the actual fair wage is what's been reported because of the fact that a lot of people have been self-deporting and the fact that those jobs have to be taken over by other people. So that's what I've been basically saying from the beginning. I do feel that if these people that are illegal that have these jobs, and who's going to take those jobs now? American citizens. How about that? And pay people a fair wage. Or how about pay everybody a fair wage? You know, that's what all it really is about. It says it in the Bible. An honest day's work deserves an honest day's pay. I need you guys to help me out on this one because I saw this video myself. See, this is why I don't have to lie. I love to be honest with you guys. Check this out. Got a situation here where I forgot this lady's name, the one that wraps her head with the garb and that supposedly has a situation going on with her own brother. Okay, so that's the dilemma that I'm in right now. And the clip is basically about, what's this clip about? Squad members stunning dig at Americans. Some people just don't appreciate why you can give them what you can give them. I don't know what I wrote here. This is crazy right here. And this is all for me. Like, what did you write right here? All I know is it's that lady. She's spewing off at the mouth. I looked at the comments and everybody is not really talking about anything that she has to say, but they're saying things like, well, what's up with the situation with your brother? And I know someone's already said the name of the person's already. What's her name? What's the lady's name? I need you guys' help on this. What's her name? The one that wears the Ethiopian woman that's on Congress and she wraps her head around. I'm gonna show you guys what I'm talking about right here so I can get up out of this puzzle gambit that I got myself into right here. I'm gonna help myself out. Check this out. I hope I'm on the right click. I hope I'm on the right video as well.
Ilhan Omar sharing her thoughts on our military parade.
Ilhan Omar. There we go.
Celebrating the Army's 250th birthday over the weekend.
So basically, she's digging at the fact that they celebrated the Army. She's basically saying that they could have used the money for a lot of stuff when even people that were against it and saying that, oh, that's a waste of money, they're even turning their leaf over and saying, you know what? It actually wasn't a bad idea. Now I remember what this clip was about. I like what you tried to do to me just now, computer. Your boy's on point, so don't try it. Let's go.
To have a democracy, a beacon of hope for the world to now be turned into one of the worst countries where the military are in our streets without any regard for people's constitutional rights, while our president is spending millions of dollars propping himself up like a failed dictator with a military parade.
Fox News contributor Guy Benson is here with reaction. Good morning to you, Guy.
Guy's mad. He don't like that.
Hey, Ainsley.
Hey, she says the worst country. We're the best country because of our military. This was the birthday of the Army. What are your thoughts?
Well, she said that the military is out in the streets, basically trampling people's constitutional rights. It's just untrue. It's totally made up. And she's talking about this parade as if it's a Trump glorification event, when even the critics had to admit it was a wonderful, stirring, patriotic celebration of two.
And my dad was in the Army, so I'm all for it. So I don't care what she got to say. My dad was in the Army, and if anything that they can give those guys some support, some respect, some love, and a thumbs up, and say thank you for the work that you did and for the fact that he was in Vietnam and got hit with napalm. And I can't even say all them crazy stuff, but basically he left this world because of Agent Orange. You know what I'm saying? It basically slows and it makes your brain basically smaller, and it basically gives you a cognitive decline where I basically saw my dad where it felt like he turned into a child in front of me. Like I was getting old and I was getting older and he was getting younger. So anytime I can see our people or our army being recognized and respected, don't play with me with that. Don't play with me at all, Ilhan. Yeah, we want to talk about you and your brother now, supposed to be your husband.
250 years of the Army. But if you set all of that aside, Ainsley, she said that we're becoming one of the worst countries in the world. And I am just struck by the staggering ingratitude of that. This is a woman, if you listen to her own life story, I think she leaves certain details of it out, but based on her own telling, she was displaced from her home country of Somalia as a young child because of violence and war. She was then a refugee elsewhere in Africa for years, and then she was given maybe the greatest blessing in the world. She was given America. And this country has given her everything, right? She's prominent, she's successful, she's wealthy, she's powerful, and she's gotten herself elected to our Congress. And what she's doing with that power is trying to radically transform what this country is. And now she's turning around and saying that we're becoming one of the worst nations on earth.
All right, I like your opinion, and that's why I let you do it. Normally, we don't really take too much digs. We took what she said, and we run with that, but I actually like what you had to say. What you guys got to say in the comments on this? She's out of her mind. I agree. Sorry about your dad. Thank you so much, Casey. Other G wrong with flexing once in a while, especially on your birthday. Plus, it's great for the country's moral. Yes, as a whole, 100%. That's right. They forgot that Trump doesn't take a salary, religion, and no place in society. Period. Bounce them, says Casey. Yeah, she's absolutely right. Oh yeah, okay, you can have your opinion. Okay, Mad Hatter says this also sounds like Whoopi Goldberg. Yes, there you go. And not a Vietnam vet. But I had uncles in Vietnam as well. And sorry, most Americans felt that it wasn't about the army, which is why people protested. Yeah, but when they came home, they didn't even get no love, no nothing. You know what I'm saying? At all. I was going to say Erykah Badu. She wears a wrap around her head too. Send her back. That's right. Like, you crazy? Wait a minute. We got some love over here from Patty. Thank you so much, Patty. Everybody show Patty some love because she's basically saying it's cool waking up to updates. Respect to your dad. Thank you so much. Maxie Young III. That was his name. That's right. Weapons specialist in the United States Army. Don't play with me when it comes down to no army, lady. And all of the stuff we know about you too. What's up with you and your brother? What's up with you and your brother? What's up with you and your brother? I saw that embracing hug that y'all was holding down. Can we understand this and knock on the door and say, excuse me, what's going on with you and your brother? A little more. Let's get on over to Florida right now because we got this DMV workers that, guess what? They got locked up. They won't let them out. They won't let them out because they were selling licenses for $1,000. One stack will get you a license at this one particular place. That's right. This DMV workers was busted because they can't be trusted. They was illegally giving driver's license to illegal people, illegal migrants. They was even selling CDLs. That's right, y'all. CDL licenses. So that means you probably got some people on the road that's, yeah, think about it that way. Because I tell you one thing, I'm kind of glad that I failed my driver's license. I'm glad that they made me go through the process that I had to go through because I feel better as a driver being on the road. There's no ways around doing that the right way because then you're going to get in the jam no matter what. Trust me, you could be doing the best driving that you can ever do, but something else is going to make you get in an accident, just like I did. Trust me. Just try to drive safely. But let's not get off the topic, you guys. I want to keep it moving forward because we got a lot going on right now. So let's go on over to Florida. Everybody from Florida, step to the front of the stage, please. This is for you. Check this out.
About illegals driving on American roads.
Yeah, it's really dangerous. But now 2 DMV employees in Florida face charges for allegedly selling driver's licenses, including commercial ones, Two people with questionable legal status. Newsmax crime correspondent Jason Matera has all the details this morning. What can you tell us, Jason?
Good morning, Mark and Charlotte. So yeah, this one is troubling. Two workers at the Bay County Tax Collector's Office were, according to investigators, handing out Florida licenses by the truckload for the right price.
These weren't minor shortcuts. These were intentional acts of corruption where individuals paid bribes in exchange for skipping critical safety evaluations.
Authorities say this scheme ran for years. Inside the Bay County Tax Collector's Office, two public employees allegedly turned a government agency into a black market license mill. For a stack of cash, they would allegedly issue a Florida driver's license to unqualified applicants. No tests, no verification. So far, 8 people have been arrested in this illicit operation, accused of running not just regular licenses, but commercial ones too, the kind needed to drive big rigs and passenger buses.
Look out for any signs of somebody taking cash on the side to help criminal aliens get driver's licenses. Maybe that can happen in California, but not here in Florida.
And here's the bigger concern. The licenses weren't just handed to locals. Officials say many recipients were coming from all over the state, often funneled in with help from an immigration service called CubaMax. According to Bay County Sheriff Tommy Ford, investigators recovered more than $120,000 in cash from the suspects' homes. The 2 DMV employees now face multiple felonies, and one of the 8 busted in this crime ring is allegedly wanted in Texas for human trafficking. Homeland Security is now part of the investigation because a legit Florida driver's license, especially a commercial one, gives someone near unfettered access across the country. It can be used to drive a semi-truck from state to state without raising alarms. That's a serious problem when those licenses land in the hands of people officials believe are in the country illegally.
Yeah, but that's not the only thing that you can do. How about this? You take that Florida license and you go to another state and you change it for that state's license, and now you really got the cover because you don't even got the Florida. I ain't even gonna tell them how to do that. Hey, yo, do me a favor, y'all. If y'all want to get some people out of here and y'all see them playing around, because I don't really care about them talking bad about me. As long as they're not throwing off you guys and y'all not paying attention to them. Because the trick is, let them do that and don't even pay attention to them because they're going to be talking to themselves and they'll leave or they'll start trolling crazy and then boom, I'll see them. Just don't pay attention to them. Stay on top of the topic or let me know who they are. Because I'll believe you when you say, blah, 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 need to get up out of here. And just like my grandmother said, boy, you can lie as fast as a cat can lick his ass. That's how fast I have him up out of here. As fast as a cat can lick his ass. We're going to keep on moving forward. Let's go, y'all. Don't worry about them trolls.
The people who are in Florida right now who are illegal or who do not have full status, they are feeling the pressure. They are going to resort to criminal activity to do whatever they have to do to stay in this country.
Mark Shaw of the Bay County Sheriff's Office tells me that there are hundreds, perhaps thousands of these fraudulent Florida licenses circulating in this state, but perhaps other states as well. They say the investigation is still in its early stages and they expect more arrests forthcoming.
Yeah, they also really have to worry about the updated licenses in the other states that these people probably migrated to. I mean, if you got the license from Florida and next thing you know, you go get a job somewhere else, you're going to have to change that license to that state. Once that license is changed over, it's probably going to be pretty hard for them to find that person. We're going to keep on moving forward. What we got up in here? We got why are you snowflaking, bro? There we go. Thank you so much. That's how you do it. You talk crap and you call yourself out, Shy Pizzle. See how fast I can catch you. And then when I come on over here and I'll be on the woo 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 woo, and then boom, out of here. You see that? Bang! Just like MOP taught me how to do it with the nice razor sharpness. Bang! You got to get them up out of there fast. You don't play with them just like roaches. You just hit them with the back of the shoe, the heavy part. Boom! And crush their whole world. That's right. I'm not playing over here, y'all. We got work to do. I've been rocking and shocking since 6 o'clock this morning. I need y'all to double tap that screen if y'all appreciate the content that we putting up, because we've been putting this content up for days now, but we've been on point consistently every day at 6 o'clock. Also, we want to show some love to the Mad Hatter that got busted because they can't be trusted. You said it the best way, Bugatti. I tried to look out for you, and I try to give you a pre-warning, but you want to keep on. My horse and carriage is for hire, senorita. You want to keep on performing? So Olay, I get you the hell up out of here. And we're going to keep on moving forward because we got this man out of his rabbit ass mind that had the nerve to pepper spray the police when he got pulled over. That's right, I said he pepper sprayed the police. Then he stamped them. Edmund officer doing a traffic stop. Anybody got kids around, please move the kids. Give you guys time to get the kids out of the room because there's some BLOOD in this this next clip. And if you guys want to run, this is a good time for the one that run, the one that be like, the ones that don't like giving up the likes, that every time I stop and they be like, yo, he asking for a like. It costs so much, Jim. Jim, I don't have the power to give Bugatti a like. It's only free, but I just can't double tap the screen. I'd rather leave. So I let them leave. We let them go because the people that really been here for a long time, you know what they do and we do? And then boom, bang you with another video. So watch this, you guys. Like I said, I already pre-warned you. Get the kids up out the video, get the kids up out the room. This is real right here. You're gonna see this from the beginning to the end. It's a pretty long one, but I think we got about 4 minutes on this. And I know you guys are gonna wanna see the whole thing because the action starts right about now.
Light gray box at the bottom.
Light gray.
Yeah, just down there. Perfect. Not an admission of guilt, just stating that you show up on or before the court date, okay?
I don't have to as long as it's paid.
So just so you guys know what's going on here, he pepper sprayed him and he has a weapon and he is poking the officer. Every time you hear him go, he's trying to poke at him with that weapon.
Stop!
See, blood is on the ground. It's dripping off the officer. He dropped his camera. Now he just flipped it over just so he could be seen.
Nothing left. Just do me a favor. I've done my life. Yes! I only ask. What do you need? Take the knife away from him. Sir? I only ask. See, drop it. Sir, drop it. Do me this favor. Sir, drop it. Drop it, sir. Sir, drop it. Please drop it. Please, don't hurt anybody. Please, in the name of God. Get on my radio. Please don't drop anybody. Don't drop it. Sir, drop it. Sir, drop it. Stop. Shoot me, man. I got nothing to live for. 22? Yes, you do, buddy. You have everything to live for. No. Yes. I'm supposed to be in prison today. But I ain't doing that. There we go. Stop, dude.
It was a cleaver too.
You okay? Here we go. Hold his arm. Yep. Don't you move. You understand me? I got him. Get up. You need help, sir. I got nothing left. Hurry up. Hurry up. Shoot. Yep. Got him. Come on. Get on your stomach now. Here we go. He's getting that on for me.
He's still fighting back.
I'm about to tase him.
He's still fighting him back.
You okay, buddy? Hold what you got. Hold what you got.
Now you talking about restrained from police officers?
6 months forward.
That was a cleaver, y'all. These are good officers here.
Tase him, dude. Tase out of him. Bring that other arm back.
Bring it back. Kill me, man.
Bring it back. I'm gonna tase you again. Get him.
Okay.
Bring that arm back. Do it now. All right. Bring that arm back. Do it now.
And this is a citizen right here helping them. That's a citizen right there. That's not a police officer. He's the one that came up and helped that officer before the cops even got there and was like, what can we do? And he tried to help him hold his arms down as the guy was poking him with that, man. It's not too much at the end of this. They're not going to even tell what happened. I'm going to try my best to keep on up with it. I know you guys are going to say, why are you in the clip? So I'm going to let it go because there's only a little bit more to go. And y'all will be mad at me, so let's go.
Now. Get him help. Hey, he's bad. He's bad. Get him help.
And I tell y'all the truth all the time. I don't make stuff up. I watch the whole thing myself, let you guys get all the way to the end so y'all can see what's going on. Again, perfect example of a police officer showing extreme restraint because while he was getting, y'all saw it, he put his hand on his pistol right there while he had that man down. And then the fool had the nerve to say, I don't have nothing to live for, just. So then he realized what it was all about. They call it by police, suicide by police. And some people try to get the police to do it instead of doing it themselves. We're gonna keep on moving forward, you guys. What we got over here? I want to see what you guys got to say about that. Thank you, citizen. Roll the clip, Diddy. Okay, yeah, let's listen to Good up until the point where he was trying to hold the officer back like the officer didn't have the right to defend himself. Okay, that's right. You guys are right. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. Restraint, extreme restraint that the officer was trying to show. Everybody be like, oh, F the police or whatever like that. It's just like when it come down to being a black person. My saying is, everybody want to be black until the police come. Same thing. Everybody want to talk S about the police until you need them. We're going to keep on moving forward, you guys. What we got over here? We got, he is a natural. He is good in front of the camera, great entertaining personality and witty character, upbeat and fun. Thank you guys so much. I really appreciate that compliment. That was phenomenal. Makes me want to keep on going. This person right here says, Britney Spears fan, I don't like Trump. A lot of people don't. And you can say that here on this platform because that's what this platform is about. Saying what you want to say. I saw it when it happened. Thank God for the brave citizen who stepped up. You see that? How you doing, brother? Blessings. Was handled really well considering exactly. Yo, for real, that guy absolutely needs Jesus, says John. You're right. Crazy. Y'all know, you see, that's why I love when you guys stay on topic because it just makes the show flow better. And again, don't worry about the trolls because they're going to get bored with us because we're staying on topic. They're like, wait a minute. That's, you know how a little kid always try to get your attention by doing something stupid and then you don't pay no attention. Then next thing you know, they go sit down. It's the same thing. That's how you do it over here. Just don't even pay no attention to them. I got a situation over here that I want you guys to check out in Florida. Again, Miami never fails. Ex-NFL star Antonio Brown wanted on an attempted pow charges in Miami. This thing stemmed from, I think he went to a celebrity boxing match and he was one of the guests that were there, right? So he said that as he went to leave, people started surrounding him and tried to get him for his jewelry. But I didn't know that this guy turned into like one of the superheroes and grabbed a weapon from a security guard, powed at two people. I'm talking about he was using his NFL agility and moves and tactics in the streets out here, y'all. Check this out. Double tap that screen if y'all appreciate the content from what y'all been seeing so far. Yes, please do your boy a favor. We're trying to get our subscribers up. Don't just be here if you like the content. Go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Become a member. It's free. Double tap that screen and get those likes up. Check this out, you guys. We're going to keep the ball rolling. I hope you guys appreciate the content. Come on, let's go.
NFL star Antonio Brown is wanted on an attempted murder charge stemming from an incident several weeks ago at a celebrity boxing event.
Let's get to Ari Azer, who joins us live from the Miami Police Department with those details for us. Hey, Ari.
Hey guys, so a little bit of background first. Antonio Brown is a local guy. He went to Norland High School, played for several NFL teams. He was an all-pro wide receiver, but he's had several brushes with controversy in his career, including one time quitting on his team in the middle of a game. But this is by far the most serious issue that he's had to deal with. On Wednesday, a judge signed an arrest warrant for him on a second-degree attempted murder charge. Now, According to that arrest warrant, Brown fired the shots that you just heard. It happened during a chaotic scuffle last month at a boxing event in Little Haiti. At the time, Brown was detained but not arrested. He even tweeted a statement saying that he did nothing wrong, that he was jumped by a group of men who he said tried to steal his jewelry, and that he was looking into his legal options. Now he needs a criminal defense lawyer. The warrant says Brown grabbed a gun from the holster of a security guard and then ran at the guy who he was fighting, a man who he had just exchanged punches with, and fired 2 shots at him but missed. And the warrant says much of what happened is captured on security camera and cell phone videos. Now, at this point, we do not know if Brown has surrendered himself. We don't know if he's going to do what the warrant says. The judge ordered him to pay $10,000 bond money and then stay on house arrest until his trial. But we have no indication from Miami police that that has happened yet, or whether he's going to turn himself in today, or whether they're going to have to go and arrest him. But we'll stay on this and keep you posted later.
Same thing I'm gonna do. It's your boy BOOGOTTINYC. Come on, y'all, double tap that screen. Y'all already know what we're doing over here. We locking and loading. We covering all categories. We're going from politics. We're going to controversy. We're going to states, cities, and countries. That's right. That's what we do over here. That's why I always ask you guys that when you double tap the screen, also let me know where you're chiming in from. I love to find content from where you guys are from. It makes for a better conversation. Oh my God, that's right up the street. When I see stuff like that, I'd be like, yes, you did good. You found something that's close to one of those people. Out of all of those people, one person actually said that's up the block from me, or I know where that is. That just really makes me, I love that. It makes me feel like I'm doing my work good. That's all I can say. So you guys, make sure you always chime in and let me know where you're chiming in from. And again, Harley, so much love and respect. I cannot tell you how much we respect you and appreciate the $200, the other $100, the other $200, all of the support that you constantly show this show. And that's what keeps us going. I ain't gonna lie, we keep it moving and we keep it rocking because of people like you that help keep those lights on, y'all. And that's a major thing, especially in the city that I live in, because New York, it ain't no joke. It used to let the mic smoke, but now it's slam it when it's done and make sure it's broke. When I'm on, no one gets on, because I won't let nobody press up and mess up the scene I set. I like to stand in the crowd and watch the people wonder, damn. Think about it, then you understand. I'm just an addict, addicted to music. Maybe it's a habit. I actually did his backgrounds before. See how your boy kind of sound like him, right? Texas, a herder using his last words before apologizing to the family of his victims. I think that's actually an admirable thing. This person actually was on death row for a while, and now he actually had to get the plug pulled on him because it was that time. Want to get into this. Everybody in Texas, check this out. One of the states that actually still are for capital execution, if it's for capital murder. Want you guys to check this out because it's a sad story, but it's one that needs to be told. Hopefully, if there are young teenage men around, teenage boys, probably want to look at this video right here as a deterrent, because this person right here made the wrong decisions in his life.
Used his last words to apologize to the family of his victim before being executed in Huntsville tonight. 49-year-old Matthew Lee Johnson was sentenced to death for splashing lighter fluid on a convenience store worker and setting her on fire during a robbery. This happened in a Dallas suburb in 2012. The victim, Nancy Harris, was able to describe her attacker but died days later at the hospital. Johnson later expressed remorse, saying he was high on drugs at the time and only meant to scare Harris. In his final statement tonight, Johnson turned his head toward Harris's family and said, quote, "As I look at each one of you, I can see her on that day. I please ask for your forgiveness. I never meant to hurt her." Johnson, the 4th Texas death row inmate to be executed this year. Used his life.
Sounds good, but the fact of the matter is, sorry, be too late, and only because you got caught and jammed up. You never meant to do it, but you knew what you was doing. So I gotta say that the sentence to that, to me, it fit the crime. I mean, it fit the crime, yes, because that person, she had the way that she lost her life and the pain and the agony that she must have went through was excruciating. And yes, even though it was 2012, we already know that the Lord has accepted her soul into heaven and that her family is still going through struggles. But every day he helps them and he walks them and he guides them. And we ask them to keep on doing this in Jesus' name. Amen. Thank you so much. We're going to keep on moving forward. What we got over here, y'all? We're going to keep on moving forward because we got this police say Riken archery is accused of sexual abuse of a little girl inside of a mall at Sephora. It seems like this has been going on a lot when it comes down to, not even going to say it, I'm going to let the clip do it. But I'm glad that this person is no longer on the streets, and I'm hoping that they get deported. That's what I was really trying to say. I'm hoping that they get deported. And I'm not even going to say that they're not a U.S. citizen, but I'm going to say that I hope they get deported. Let's keep on moving forward.
Possible victims now after they say a young girl was sexually abused at the Roosevelt Field Mall.
Now, we're told it happened at the Sephora store there. News 12 Long Island, Jonathan Gordon is live outside of the mall in Garden City now with the latest. Jonathan.
Oh, Rich, Aaron, I mean, this is a really horrific allegation that happened here at the mall, according to police, at a time when the mall was probably fairly packed yesterday evening at Sephora, one of the probably busier stores here at the mall. Investigators say that the victim in this case, only 11 years old, was inside the mall shopping at Sephora when the alleged sexual abuse happened. Investigators accused 21-year-old Riken Archara of inappropriately touching the girl inside the store just before 6 o'clock yesterday evening. Officers said the Franklin Square man ran from the store but was quickly arrested nearby. He's facing 1 count of first-degree sexual abuse and endangering the welfare of a child. And of course, we've been reporting for now ongoing here. This is just, the latest incident involving safety concerns here at the mall, and this one going to just another level. Obviously, having a lot of people here on edge, community very nervous when they hear about incidents like this, particularly involving a very young girl at a very busy store. Nassau County Police are looking again for any other potential victims, and they ask for anyone with information to contact Crime Stoppers, the number there on your screen, as they continue to work this investigation. Achara is scheduled to face a judge for arraignment later on this morning. We'll be there at court to provide any other details.
I think he needs to be deported. I think he needs to get sentenced first, then deported. And again, I don't even know if he's illegal. I'm going to keep it 1,000 with you. I don't care if he's illegal or not, to be honest with you. I don't care. And we got to show some love right here for the Mad Hatter with that 1999. What he said, let me see, I don't want to do it on that screen because y'all don't like when I do that right there. But what the Mad Hatter had to say, I'm going to read that, what Mad Hatter had to say. Sorry about that, you guys. Also, again, Harley, thank you so much for the super chat. We appreciate you. Mad Hatter, thank you so much as well. I'm going to read that in a minute. I'm going to get to it. But we got to keep it moving forward because we got a lot moving forward. And in Washington right now, we got Trump. You know what I do whenever they talk about Gavin Newsom? That's what he said, not me. Y'all heard that before, right? That's what she said. So I'm telling you guys right now, I don't call him that. And you know what's pretty weird? How is it that I wonder how it is when these guys get around each other. He's got these small little pet names for them. I wonder if he calls them these pet names when he's around them. You think he called Gavin Newsom when he's around them? What y'all think about that? Again, Mad Hatter, appreciate you so much. Everybody, show some love to the Mad Hatter for always showing support for the show and always being here on point, always making sure that we got a nice clean area when it comes down to these trolls trying to act up, and always having some stuff to say that makes sense. Thank you so much, Mad Hatter. Let's go.
Speaking of taxes, starting in July 1st, California is upping their tax on gasoline again per gallon. I mean, that's...
Well, I beat the California mandate. Congress just passed a bill ending it. It was terrible. So what they were saying, everybody by 2030 has to have an electric car. People don't want it. I'm all for electric cars, but you have to want one. And right now it's about 7%. But they were forcing everybody to have it. I ended that, and now they're coming out with one. No, in California, we've got some gas stations where just 2 weeks ago it was $1.98, $1.99. We've got the gas down below. We have this little situation which will drive it up a little bit, but very little, and it's going to come down again. Going to give people a lot of extra money. Groceries are down, eggs are down. The eggs. They hit me the first week about eggs. But no, I think that, look, you know what I do whenever they talk about Gavin Newsom? I say, look at the railroad. Look at the railroad. It's not even possible. Do you think he comes out and sees the construction workers? I don't think so.
I don't think he put an American flag in front of the Capitol in Sacramento either.
Oh, Akron, you out of here. I smoke crack. And yo, whoever said that low taper, y'all giving me grooming advice? They're like, yo, I think you look better with a low taper. Well, you see me from this direction, so that's probably why you're saying that. Hey, you know what? I'm gonna tell you guys, I get a lot of tips from you, and I pay attention to a lot of the stuff that you say. New sub from St. Louis. Nice stream you got going. Thank you so much. Everybody show some love to the new sub, and that is Trizquo. Thank you so much for the new sub. Thank you so much, you guys. I need you to be careful about what's going on with this new bottle scam. Because you guys, you see how y'all tip me and y'all show love with the super chats? The same way you show love to me, I'm sure if you guys see a kid in the street and they out there selling water, you're going to give them a tip, or you're going to try to give them about $2 or $3, right? You got to be careful with that, especially if you say, I don't have any cash on me. They're going to say, hey, I got Cash App. Just put my Cash App in, and here, just put $2 on me and I got it. Oh, well, let me do it. And next thing you know, they get you for your money. That's right. We got more victims of this water bottle scam that's coming forward. They're expecting somebody to be honest, handing over your phone to just put the name in. And guess what? You wind up getting robbed. Check this out. And again, thank you so much for that super chat. We appreciate you so much. Check this out. I do not want people to get caught up in this, because you guys have great hearts. You like looking out for people, and you want to make sure that the kids are good. But watch out for these kind of kids with the water schemes.
Boys are accused of using Cash App to scam drivers out of a lot of money. This week alone, 2 trusting victims have come forward to say they were robbed of more than $1,000.
And they say they only meant to send a few bucks to the teens who sell water at intersections throughout the city. Fox 5's Rob D'Arienzo is live in Midtown tonight. Rob, it's an important warning.
Yeah, that's right, guys. They say no good deed goes unpunished, and these victims tell me they were just trying to send a couple bucks to the water boys over Cash App, but when they handed their phones to them to put in their usernames, they got scammed.
If y'all are in Atlanta, do not give any money to the water boys.
It was a bottle of water that cost Tristan Richardson $1,100. She encountered Atlanta's infamous water boys off the downtown connector in Midtown earlier this week.
One of the boys came up to my window, and I let my window all the way down, and I was like, I don't have any cash.
The water boy told her he'd take Cash App, so she put in her $2 payment and tried to get his username.
And then he was like, he took the phone, he was like, no, let me just type it in. You're not typing it in right.
As soon as she got her phone back, she realized she messed up.
When he gave the phone back to me and I sent the payment, it was $1,100.
And it seems to be a growing trend. Police say on Monday, a man lost $1,000 at that same exact intersection, with the water boys using the same exact tactic. Last week, we told you about a woman who says she lost $800 on a QR code provided by a group of water boys off I-20 and Joseph E. Lowry.
If anybody knows me, I've always given to people. I've always just helping out the community.
The emotional TikTok Richardson made right after it happened has gone viral.
I had so many comments on my video of people saying, that's the oldest trick in the book. I never heard of that trick. Like, I live in the suburbs. I was raised in the suburbs.
She has received a lot of support through an online fundraiser, but she has this warning to others.
If you're in Atlanta and you come by, you pass by the water boys, I wouldn't even press my finger on the roll down window button. I wouldn't even press that. Like, don't even bother.
And Richardson has filed a police report with APD, who is currently investigating this. Meanwhile, she says she's opened a dispute with Cash App, but she says this could take weeks, maybe even months to resolve.
So now the bad part about it is that that Cash App is definitely linked to somebody's account. Whose account is linked to? Is it a drone account? We have no idea. A bunch of stuff going on in this black market out here. But hopefully they'll get to the bottom of it. 9 times out of 10, you guys heard that they put together a fund for her. So she's probably made well over the $1,000 that she's lost. But still, it's something for you guys, us, to get wise on and not get caught up on. What else you got over here? Thank you. What else we got? Common sense left the chat. Brentwood says, trick, never give someone your phone to open the cash or bank information. That's stupid. Usual suspects. She's lucky he didn't rob her. He didn't rob her phone. That's right. Only give money and to honest junkies. They do this the wrong person, they will be underwater, boys. There you go. Okay. LOL. Yes, honest junkies. Good morning, Bugatti. Good morning, Liberty and Justice. And you already know I thank you guys for all of the super chats. I thank you guys for all of the support, because without that, would not be able to do it without you, Harley. Would not be able to do it without you, Mad Hatter, and would not be able to do it without you guys that always look out over. I don't care if it's $1.99, because it all counts and it's all appreciated. Thank you guys so much. And guess what? We still got more videos to go. It ain't over. They thought the show was over. No, it's not, because we got to get over to this widespread anonymous pizza delivery situation that's going on. That's right, you guys. Lawmakers are pretty nervous right now, because this is like an intimidation tactic. Let's say you got beef with somebody, right? A problem with somebody, right? And you don't know them from a can of paint, where they live at, or nothing like that. Next thing you know, a pizza gets delivered to your home. Is that something that you be weary about? With your name and saying, hey, this pizza's for you. That's right, you guys. We got a situation where anonymous pizzas are being delivered all over the world, and these lawmakers are calling it a security problem, because guess who they being delivered to? Republicans and Democrats. Is that letting them know that we have your address? Check this out, you guys. Check this out. Now, information being so easy to obtain, being able to find people's addresses, all of this is coming to stuff like this, as well as what we also know as swatting. Check this out, you guys. Check it out.
Unexpected pizza deliveries are raising security concerns on Capitol Hill. Police view these deliveries as part of a serious threat. This morning, authorities are investigating anonymous pizza deliveries sent to members of Congress and the people who protect them. Sources tell ABC News multiple lawmakers, both Democrats and Republicans, along with U.S. Capitol Police leaders, have received unsolicited pizzas at their homes. The deliveries likely aimed at sending the message, "We know where you live."
Now, this better be fake transactions going on right here, because these people look like they paying for these pizzas and actually going to eat them. I ain't even eating that pizza. First of all, where that pizza come from? I ain't deliver it. Get up out of here. Wrong person. Sorry, no thank you.
It's not a laughing matter.
Capitol Police saying these recent pizza deliveries are troubling and yet again bring to light the heightened threat landscape we are living in. Security in the spotlight after those shootings targeting Democrats in Minnesota last weekend, and now police confirming a break-in at the home of slain lawmaker Melissa Hortman, saying someone entered the home overnight Wednesday. As for the pizza deliveries, though many arrived last weekend, the deliveries were first to concern years ago.
Even Justice Amy Coney Barrett's family has been reportedly receiving unsolicited pizza deliveries.
Federal Judge Esther Salas' son was murdered in 2020 by a gunman posing as a delivery driver. In April, she told ABC News, hundreds of judges around the country have also received pizzas, some ordered in her son's name.
And that says what? I know where you live. My son is now being used to really send threats to judges.
Capitol Police now working with state and federal partners to track down who's behind the deliveries as lawmakers demand tighter security. Capitol Police are now asking Congress for a 22% increase in funding.
Nope, won't be doing that. That means I know where you live at. Everybody in the comments, y'all got a brain, y'all smart. They letting them know, look, I know where you live at. The sad part about it is I'm going to go a little further with it, because I'm great at conspiracies. Because, of course, they're going to assume that they're going to track the credit cards, because after a while, what pizza shop you from? Yeah, come on. We got to send the detectives over there. We're going to backtrack this credit card number. And guess what? Might be a stolen credit card on the black market. That's what I was talking. That's what I was thinking about. Okay, guys, let's keep on going. People are being crazy at us, and it's a shame. Oh, J.E., why would you accept that pizza? Exactly, J.E. I don't even know who made that. I'm not eating that. They find out, they come, they never leave. Whatever. They find out, they come, they never leave. I get what you're saying. Liberty and Justice says, what? People are seriously doing this. Scary times. I would never thought of doing that. That's right. People are being crazy, and it's a shame, says Fed Boy. What else we got over here? We got Brent that says pizza with Intimidation and pepperoni. There you go. Brandon says, I eat pizza like 3 or 4 times a week. Yeah, pizza. Pizza, pizza, Little Caesar. That's right. We all love pizza. And that's how they get you with the stuff that you like. Y'all got to be careful. Trust me. Don't eat that pizza. You don't know what's on that stuff. And and as soon as it comes to your house, be careful of it. And number 2, not the number boo-boo. Number 2, check this out. Oh, sheep, you getting up out of here. I'm glad you did that because you put yourself right on point. Bye-bye. Bang! Out of here. So now, let me tell you guys another thing. If you get something in the mail, like a package that's got like a ring in it, or some sort of a free item from China, and next to it's going to be a QR code that they want you to scan in order to whatever, download it or say that you got it or whatever like that. Don't be worried about the item that they sent you. Be worried about the scan code, because once you scan that code, that's when they got you. The same way that they scammed, that they got their lady. Everything that they send you is not free. They're scamming and they're trying to get you. They're trying to get me every single day with emails. They're telling me that I won something. They've been sending me something from California talking about I owe a toll and I don't even live in California. DMV, all types of stuff. But you have to really take your time nowadays, guys, because it'll be stacked in your email. You have 10 or 20 of them back to back. And after a while, they're getting really cunning, like AI is getting, and creating these facades to rip us off for our money. That's why I play these videos. I want to keep on moving forward. We got Israel that has a missile strikes against them. And it hit a hospital, and it harmed numerous people as well as children. This is the casualties of WAR and the reasons why I do not like war. Casualties of war are normally citizens and children, and because they never have it on the battlefield. I mean, come on, it's always in a place where there's always innocent people at. That's why I don't like war. We're gonna keep on moving forward, you guys. I don't have any preferences on either side. I see people trying to be slick because you see me reading the comments and you trying to drop stuff in there. I will skip over that and keep moving forward. Don't try to get me to say anything about any side, because I'm on the human side. I don't want anyone losing their lives, and I want everybody to live in harmony and be happy. That's what we about. I might be crazy and animated, but my friends will tell you, he'll give you the shirt off his back, because I really care about people, and dogs too, animals too. Keep on moving forward, you guys. Let's keep moving forward.
Straight to a Fox News alert. At least 85 people were hurt in the latest Iranian ballistic missile attack. This in Tel Aviv and beyond, including a direct hit on a hospital in southern Israel. Young children are among the wounded in the attack.
And earlier, our foreign correspondent, Greg Palcott, capturing footage of Israeli air defenses trying to stop the incoming fire.
They're not taking a break. We've been listening to the anti-missile defenses. There's a couple right there. It's a wake-up call for this country, for the city, that this war between Iran and Israel is still on.
And Israel's Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu is promising to, quote, exact the full price from the tyrants in Tehran. Mike Tobin is live in Israel at the scene of one of those attacks. Good morning, Mike.
Good morning, Griff. Yeah, this is the scene where one of the missiles got through the air defenses and struck in the middle of Ramat Gan. It's a neighborhood here in Tel Aviv. As I step out of the way, I can tell you it's kind of a modernized both residential and business area. And what you're looking at now is pretty much the center of the impact. I'm told by Magen David Adom EMT that one of the missiles did make a direct hit on a building here. And what you're looking at is a lot of the damage from the shrapnel and the force of the blast as it went through this modernized neighborhood. Remarkably, you talk about 35 people who were injured. Those injuries are mostly minor. We've got 6 serious injuries, and it's quite dramatic, the fact that there aren't more casualties because of these massive missiles that are crashing down. And that's largely because Israelis are respecting the warnings and heading to the bomb shelters. Now, there was also a missile that hit in the area of Tel Aviv in a town called, or a neighborhood, I should say, called Holon. That is an older residential area. And again, you have dramatically minimized casualties given the force of the impact of that missile that made it through the defenses. Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu, as you mentioned, got to social media, and he said that the tyrants in Iran, that Israel will exact the full price from the tyrants in Iran. The defense minister, Yisrael Katz, made this statement that the attacks or the air campaign in Iran will only intensify.
All right, so that's what happened out there. They still got it going on back and forth. and people are losing their lives. That is what I have to say about it. It's still happening. People are losing their lives, and it's not good. And I think they all need to stop. That's my comment. Okay, we're going to keep on moving forward. Because let me ask you guys a question real quick. I do believe in disciplining the children. I believe in giving a child a spanking. If they act up, spank they little butts. Teach them good and give them a little tap, tap. I got no problem with a little bit of discipline, right? You know, I was raised on it. My mom used to go get the switch from outside when we was down south. Actually, my grandmother used to do it. Go get me a switch. And she got this tactic where she just go like this, whoosh, take all the leaves and all the branches off, and next thing you know, olay, baby, you ready to dance? Because you about to dance. Bah, 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 bah. Next thing you know, you're like, no, grandma, no, oh my God. Your back, when they catch you in the middle of your back with that switch, oh my God, it's no joke. Y'all know what I'm talking about, right? But they don't do that anymore. You can't spank the kids, and you sure can't do nothing like that with them because you're going to go to jail. You're going to get the double hockey sticks. You're going to get the... Watch your head. What you locking me up for, officer? You can't put your hands on them children no more. They'll say to you, I'm calling the police. Yeah, they got just the same amount of rights as anybody else. So nowadays, something like that will get you in trouble. Let me ask you a question. Do you believe in disciplining children? Do you believe that it's still okay to give them a little tap when they're not doing what they're supposed to do? Do you think that the other way, where you need to have a conversation? No, Timmy, you put that down. You don't go over there and put that up. You're going to go on timeout, little boy. You know, stuff like that. Because many people have different tactics of how to take care of their children. But one thing that you don't want is the babysitter giving your baby a spanking. Like, let's say, for instance, you know, you got the babysitter, you leave your baby over there. Next thing you know, you find little webs and little cuts and stuff like that on your baby. Let me ask you guys, what are you going to do if you come pick up your child and you find out that the caretaker that you've been leaving your child with has been spanking them? Well, guess what? In the Bronx, we got this caregiver who's been accused of beating 3 kids. She's been arrested. She got the watch your head. And I don't think she's going to be getting out no time soon. Come on over to the Bronx, y'all. I'm not going to step up for the Bronx because I ain't from the Bronx, and I know it really go down over there. Anything Manhattan, Uptown, New York, I got you. But I ain't even messing around in the Bronx. She should have knew better. Check this out.
Well, Candace, you'll hear from those parents in just a second. As we speak, Jackson is inside the courtroom facing the judge. She does not have a criminal record, but she faces those charges you just talked about, and the possible sentencing and time in prison for those charges are lengthy. Lakeisha, did you hit those children? Lakeisha Jackson was silent while being transported to face a judge.
She just happened to have on a Sean John P. Diddy hoodie. Just an observation, you guys. Just an observation. Now let's go back a little bit. Come on. Let's go. Let's get to that. Come on. Shout out to Zip with the Drip.
Lengthy. Lakeisha, did you hit those children? Lakeisha Jackson was silent while being transported to face a judge.
Harley.
This mother had an issue because she felt Jackson had a smirk on her face as she was led away. She and a few others waited outside of a police facility to get a glimpse of Jackson.
She doesn't show nothing, like everything was fine to her. At least I would have seen somebody maybe crying because of what she did.
What Jackson is accused of doing is seen on surveillance video no parent ever wants to see. Young children, ages 2, 4, and 6, being abused, beaten with a belt. In one incident, Jackson allegedly hit the children 58 times. In another incident, video shows her using a hanger on the children.
If I would have found somebody doing something to my kid,
I know y'all going crazy in these comments. I'm stopping. I want to see what y'all got to say. What would y'all, yes, Harley, thank you so much again for the love. Thank you so much. Thank you. Totally appreciate you because that lets us know how much you care about the show. It really does, Harley. Appreciate you so much. Everybody, no, nothing else to do but show Harley love. Thank you so much, Harley, for that super chat. You up to about $500-$600 right now, Harley. You really doing your thing and we appreciate you so much right now. Woo, baby, let's go. We must be working good over here, boy. Harley Quinn is on point. Whoa, that's right, sickening. I never trusted anyone with my child. Some people can't be around kids. Okay, 527 building, 527, and we got 181 lights. Kendra, you don't be playing with that, boy. Kendra, boy, you be on point, girl. That's what I'm talking about. She be knowing what's up. That's what's up. Natalie, thank you, Harley. Thank you guys for showing support. I would be in jail, says Regina. Wait a minute. Why did they have so much video evidence before they fired this person? OMG, man, I know they messed up, molested in jail. What about the abuse? The same thing. We here with the kids, protect the kids. Thank you for all the love on the side over there to all of them hearts. I see that. I use that. It's energy for me, and I appreciate you guys just as much as Harley, just as much as the small super chats. I really appreciate you guys. If it wasn't for you guys, I wouldn't be able to do this, and that's why I do it and why I work so hard to bring you guys information like this. Take care of these kids out here, and a lot of these parents don't want to be babysitting their kids. They let the iPhone do it. Because you give a child an iPad nowadays, I sound like an old person, but I'm going to say it. You give a baby an iPad, a 1-year-old, they be like this. They can write Morse code or something like that, write programs. You be over here like, you know what I'm saying, trying to, like, I can get it to work, granddaddy. Come here, give it here. Next thing you know, they're doing all types of stuff with it. You know what I'm saying? You know how kids are. So we have to be careful. We know that. We have to really be careful with our children. And there's a lot of people in the comments that are saying stuff like they didn't know that this was going down. All this video footage that they acquired, that's crazy.
Trust me, I will be in jail.
The parents spoke with Pix 11 News last month. Apparently, ACS placed Jackson in their home to help take care of the children. The agency said she cleared all background checks and is taking these despicable actions very...
So the Association for Children's Services actually hired her as the babysitter. So they didn't find this woman. They sent her in there. This wasn't the parents. This was ACS.
Seriously, after seeing the video, Jackson was fired.
And as you can see, she's threatening these kids, like the way she's rolling out the belt. Imagine how these kids must have really felt when this lady was coming around, when it was babysitting time. And they're not even old enough to probably tell the parents, what, man, listen. Oh, you can. I would have went to work on her. That Sean John would have said Sean gone when I would have been done. Yes, come on, officer. I'm the one that did it. My name is Eric Bugatti NYC Crawford. Come on, let's go. And that's when you take that ride like this. That's when you go ahead and take that ride and you hope Harley come bail you out.
And a warrant was issued for her arrest.
How dare you do that to a child?
Now, Jawakatima right here. Yes, I'm stopping it. Stop it. If you think you're gonna make a profit, stop it. Yes, I'm stopping it right here. Because why does the news do this? Why do they do this? And who cares what Jawakatima has to say with that bonnet on your head that looks like it is made for a... Like, what are you doing over here? We got Jawakatima, y'all. Yes, I'm calling it out because outside at some point, come on now, stop it. This is wrong right here, but I'm going to let it play out.
A child don't deserve that. She needs to do time for that. That child didn't deserve that at all. But she needs to do time for that, but she also needs to get help.
In a statement, the family's attorney said, "Our clients can rest easier now knowing that Miss Jackson is no longer on the street. We thank the NYPD for helping this family heal and for ensuring there will be accountability for Miss Jackson's actions." It was the grandmother of the children who checked the live feed camera after seeing the children sleeping at an unusual time. She went back to view the history and found the unthinkable.
Keep cameras around that has, the voice on it and everything so you can hear everything or how they treating your kids. Because you can't trust nobody.
Why they got this lady from the Boondocks on the news?
Well, we're still waiting to hear the outcome from inside the courtroom. You heard that parent there talking about how important it is to have cameras in your household. Of course, we'll have much more on this on the Pix 11 News.
I'm going to keep you guys posted on it. I'll keep you roasted on it and let y'all know what's going on. Because the next thing we got to do is see what she's been charged with and what they're trying to offer her. She's not going to get off on this. And now that it's in the news, you don't think people in prison look at the news right now? she better go in solitary confinement, because somebody in the comments said they gonna like her when she come up in there. They're like, what you got arrested for? Oh, I was jaywalking and I was doing I stole some stuff out of a store. They're gonna go like this. Okay, no problem. Then they're gonna walk over and say, let me get her paperwork. Then they're gonna see that paperwork with all that. Woo! Yeah! Woo! Yeah, it take two to make it. Yeah, ooh, they're going, I ain't even gonna tell you what they're gonna do, but they take care of people like that in prison. Y'all know what I'm talking about, right? Y'all know they're gonna take care of her. I don't trust no one with my kids, says Liberty, at all, and I don't blame you at all. Wasn't this dude in a Flavor of the Love or something? I wish I was. LOLO says, true, they don't like people who hurt kids. They sure don't. Prison don't be playing women or children. Y'all know what I'm talking about. It's party time, says Mad Hatter. Oh, it's party time. Having a party. Y'all remember that, right? That Tracy Lee joint. We got to keep on moving forward, because this man is about to explain to y'all how this woman stole $1.6 million from him. I don't know how she did it, but y'all, yeah, $1.6 million. Ain't no in the world that good to me. I ain't gonna be, I don't care what it is. I don't care what you got. $1.6 million ain't happening at all.
Fraudster is accused of stealing money from a man in his 60s through a fake real estate investment scheme. That man speaking with Local 10 this afternoon. Rosh Lowe is live in Sunny Isles Beach with this exclusive. Rosh.
$1.6 million. Can you even imagine you invest that and then it's all gone and cops say it was all one big fraud?
I lost about $1,600,000 money. It's all my assets.
You've lost everything.
I lost everything.
60-year-old Jose Luis Fernandez has lost it all. You think you'll get the money back?
I don't know.
And this woman, Ibis del Carmen Bruti, now facing first-degree felonies. Jose knew the suspect since 2012. He trusted her, invested with her to buy properties, but then cops say he kept investing, except the suspect never bought the properties, they say, and gave him fake financial documents from the mortgage company. You trusted her, but did she ever buy any of these properties?
Never. We have never the property was in sales. The owner don't know the situation. It's all fraudulent, all false. Document false, everything is false.
Finally, Jose became suspicious when he wanted his money, and she kept coming up with excuses, he says. Detectives interviewed the real owners of the properties, and Jose realized he was scammed.
Y'all got to be careful out here. Y'all, I don't know if this person had uncles, nieces, nephews, stuff like that. This is where you got to step up and be like, I know you don't want me knowing what's going on with your money, but what do you guys got invested right now? What's going on? Because when you get people like this, that she's probably played off the fact that he's Spanish, they're older, they have the same race, they can talk, probably went out to eat or whatever like that, schmoozed them, didn't even have to do nothing with anything that had to do with SEX. But just the fact that they have the same age and he trusted her, like played on her. You got to be really careful with people like this, because that's what they do. They're very manipulative, and they don't care about who they get their money from. They just care about getting the money, and they wring the whole rag out. Y'all got to be really careful. They don't care about how much money it is. What I've heard about is the way that real scammers go. They scam one person, and then they keep on trying to scam that same person, or they tell another person, this person, get this one, get that person, because they look at you as like you're easily gullible or like you have the wherewithal. Be careful, you guys. Don't let them get you like that. What y'all got in these comments from me? Good morning, black brothers and sisters. Motherfucking Bone, what you doing? Petting news from my hometown, Miami. You see what I'm saying? Motherfucking Bone says, what are you doing playing news from my hometown, Miami? That's what we're supposed to be doing over here. And thank you, Harley, again, with the American flag, the love. That's right. Motherfucking Bone, I love the fact that we got something going on from your town. It makes me excited, and it lets me know that we're on point over here. And I'm glad that you came through, because I ain't see you in a while, and I ain't see that name in a while. Who's going to forget a name like Motherfucking Bone? Come on, y'all. Let's keep on going. This guard's going wild. Not girls going wild, but the guards are going wild in the prisons. One of my friends got arrested one time. He said, hey, I'm got to go meet up with my girlfriend, whatever, but he was in prison. I said, how you going to go meet up with your girlfriend and you in prison? He said, one of the guards. I said, one of the guards? He said, yeah, we give them. I said, how do you? Yeah, it's going down in prison, y'all. Yes, we got a situation where the guards are going wild. Inappropriate relationships, horseplay, smuggling of contraband, and much, much more. The reason I'm putting this clip up right now is because it shows you how individuals in the correctional department, they get manipulated, whether it's most of the time it's women as well, by the way. It's actually something that they prey on the women, because a lot of times these women aren't that attractive that work for the police department. It's in corrections, not police department, but for corrections. And they're around these men all day. These men working out, even though they're arrested. These are the only men that they get to see. No men are really contacting them and giving them any love. So next thing you know, they wind up making bad decisions. So yes, we got these guards that are gone wild. And it's not in one part of the state, not in one place. It's happening everywhere. You guys saw what just happened in NOLA, how those guys broke out, and they had a bunch of support from inside, as well as security that worked there, as well as women. Check this out, you guys. This clip is going to be rather lengthy, but must be said, must be shown, and you guys got to see what's going on with this clip over here, because it's real life stuff that's actually going on. Let's go. Guards going wild. Check this out.
News 5 investigators uncovering a string of Cuyahoga County Corrections officers accused of crossing the line, taking part in unprofessional behavior with the people they're paid to watch.
Now, News 5 investigator Scott Knoll tells us even the union representing those officers says something has got to change.
The allegations,
how often do you drink on the job,
seem unbelievable. Is this just jailers gone wild in some cases?
Sometimes it looks like that.
From a so-called fight club behind bars to accusations of drug smuggling, we're not talking about the inmates.
I hope you understand how much of a security risk you are.
It's corrections officers in the hot seat.
Some of this stuff is not just a dumb mistake that causes you to lose your job. Some of this stuff potentially puts you in prison.
News 5 investigators discovered 5 different corrections officers placed on leave or fired in the last 7.5 months for a string of incidents involving what the union calls inappropriate relationships with inmates. Have you ever seen kind of case after case after case after case like this?
No.
Take Shantia Kirkland. Investigators say she disguised her identity to send emails and do video chats with the father of her child.
I made you, because I made you.
Who was also an inmate, locked up, facing murder charges. Even, in one case, overseeing his pod while working as a jailer. Administrators say she also discussed jail business with him. She was fired in April. The same month, deputies say they watched as another corrections officer, Kiana Thompson, picked up drugs from the mother of an inmate and told investigators she planned to smuggle them into the jail. Thompson remains on paid administrative leave.
If all those facts are true, I mean, it's just disgusting.
So what's going on?
As a sociologist, I see patterns.
Daniela Yauk-Ajami is an assistant professor at the University of Akron with expertise in women in the criminal justice system. Do you believe, based on what you've seen, Cuyahoga County Jail has an organizational problem here?
I would absolutely say yes.
She says research shows women working in jails may be targeted for exploitation.
Women have to rely more on compliant residents, and it goes incrementally, the grooming process, right? There is a collaboration and it builds from there.
Particularly at risk, she says, newer corrections officers. Toyana Lard was on the job less than a year when a supervisor caught Lard engaged in what investigators called horseplay with an inmate. During an interview with investigators, Lard admitted to talking to and flirting with inmates on the phone, depositing money into their jail accounts, even bringing tequila into the jail and giving it to an inmate.
I gave him 2 spray bottles, and I gave him one of the spray bottles he sprayed the pot with, and the other one he took it and poured it into a cup.
The county fired her in March. Yauk-Ajami says administrators need to go a step further, creating what she calls a culture of integrity.
That might involve mental health support, that might involve wellness programs, that might involve outlets for correctional officers to get the support they need so they do not have to fraternize with residents.
While the union representing corrections officers says things have hit a breaking point.
We don't want these salacious cases where somebody brings in drugs to the jail allegedly, or somebody is having an inappropriate relationship with inmates, giving them tequila from a spray bottle.
Okay, but it happens. Like everybody in the comments is saying, this has been going on for years. We also got another person that said this has been going on with the teachers and the students for years. We all know about it. They late. We knew about this for a while, y'all. We already knew that this was going on. The reporting is pretty late. Even though we saw it in movies, we've always known about contraband, seen people taking it in there to get the D-rugs out of the wazoo. You know what I'm talking about, right? But again, they pretty late. We on point with it. And a couple of people now are getting jammed up with it, where now, once it comes to the news, once it's on social networks, now they got to do something about it, or at least make it seem like they got to do something about it. The doc said, get better, friends. About 90% come from the guards. I agree. Liberty and Justice says, he who holds the power. That's right. They have all the power of camouflage. Correction officers live in your neighborhoods, and these are the same guys, women that got arrested. That's right. I think prisons should all be ran by AI. Whoa, that'd be crazy. Your video is inverted, and we know that already. You're late. That's what we do over here, and we take some stuff that we can control and other stuff that we can't. I tell some of the people, you know, if I could invert and flip the video around, I would. I control that right there, but I don't control the video. So the new people, you'll get used to it. Just keep on rolling with the show. Once they invent something where I can invert the video, trust me, I will do it. Because why in the double HELL hockey sticks would I invert this if I don't invert the video? If I could, I would. Hope that answers your question. We got to keep on moving forward, you guys, because what we got over here, I don't even want to talk about this. Okay, we got this local firefighter that's been accused of exposing himself. And not only in one place, this is Miami. I'm so sorry that we got to do this to Miami again, but Miami is the gift that just keeps on giving. I want to report this because this is a sad story that has to do with a firefighter who's been riding around, and yes, guy was exposing himself. It's not a good idea to be doing some stuff like this. I want you guys to see what's going on. Check this out.
Safety alert, a sworn official accused of the unthinkable. The Miami firefighter was arrested after police say he exposed himself to a woman. Local 10's Christina Vasquez is live in Miami with the disturbing details. Christina.
And there could potentially in the horizon see more victims, more cases. That's because bond was set at $1,500 for the one case out of South Miami. But Coral Gables police are telling us there could be additional charges once its department completes its investigation. South Miami police believe behind the wheel of this black Dodge Charger was the man a case victim earlier this month said followed her.
He drove around, continued following.
And then at the intersection of Southwest 86th Street and Southwest 59th Avenue, exposed himself, explains South Miami Sergeant Fernando Bosch.
She immediately called her husband and called 911.
Arresting Demetrius Sams on a misdemeanor count of indecent exposure. Miami Fire Rescue confirming Sams is a 4-year veteran of the department with plans to launch an internal investigation.
That's our understanding, that he is a City of Miami firefighter.
As South Miami was working the case, Coral Gables police reached out to them, saying the same black Dodge Charger may be involved in several similar incidents in their jurisdiction.
We did pretty much a joint investigation, and yesterday morning we were able to take him into custody. And this is something serious to police, because in my experience, people like this, they escalate to other crimes, to bigger crimes. So we believe that this guy has done it multiple times.
And that is why, if you have any information, police are urging you to give them a call. The defendant in this case, his next court appearance is scheduled for Monday.
Now that's a real sad story right there, because normally we look at firefighters and our people that take care of us as far as like fight fires, our police officers, look at them as some respect. Like, come on, man, you out here, acting like come on, man, stop it. And you deserve what you get. He's gonna get what he deserves. And you guys, y'all do me a favor. If y'all trying to make some money, go on over to that link in the description. I made sure that today y'all can make up to 1, 2, 3, 4, $500. There's 2 surveys up in there. You guys will make some money and I'll make some money too. Go ahead and hit one of those surveys. The link is in the description. Also, we got a new Discord link, so you guys don't gotta leave here and let the conversation leave. Take it on over to the Discord and keep on talking. You guys keep on chatting. The link is also in the description. I keep on telling you guys also, if you got a business, you might be a mobile barber, you might be a groomer, I don't know what you do. You could be a lawn care specialist. I don't know what you do. You're probably a plumber. Send us over here at Bridge This LLC your posters, your flyers, whatever sort of promotional items that you guys actually have, because we share in our platform and our demographic. Also, if you have not already subscribed to the channel, it's a good time to do so. Also, if you guys want to make sure that you don't miss anything, turn on the post notifications by hitting that bell right there. That's right. That's all you guys got to do. All you got to do is double tap that and hit that bell to stay on point and know when your boy Bugatti and our bottom line is on point, you guys. That's all you got to do. And last but not least, I want to know who's in New York. That's right. I'm talking to you. Who's in New York right now? Because if you are, I want you to come out and hang out with me in, where we gonna be at? We gonna be at 22 West Circle Drive, Green Acres Mall in Valley Stream. That's right, that's where I'm gonna be at. When am I gonna be there? Friday, June the 27th, y'all, at LNW Wines and Liquor. What are we doing? We doing the Show Your Talent tasting and sign up. I don't even, if you guys have the talent right there and y'all show me, boom, $250 right there, because we're signing people up. We're letting you guys taste the Big Drip Hard Punch at this location, which is LNW Wines in Valley Stream, New York. That's right, you guys. Valley Stream, New York. LNW Wines, that's where we're going to be at. www.drinkbigdrip.com. If you guys want to join and be a part of the talent show, all you got to do is go over to the website, www.drinkbigdrip.com. Go down to the join the mailing list. Make sure that you put your name in there, and you gotta be over 21, you guys, in order to join and be a part of the talent show. Because what we're doing is we got the Bronx, Manhattan, Brooklyn, Queens, Staten Island. We're gonna be doing talent shows at all of these different locations. I want you guys to show me what you got when you come out. If you win, boom, $250 to the winner. That's right, the winner of the talent shows in every single borough will win $250. After that, what's going to happen is we're going to have one last final location where that last finalist is going to win up to what? $1,000 after it's all said and done, you guys. That's right. Go over to the website, www.drinkbigdrip.com. That's 2 G's, 2 P's, BIGGDRIPP. Join the mailing list and you will be a part of the talent show. I'm going to be hosting every different borough. We're going to have celebrity influencers that's going to be there. You guys will be able to come to the tasting. We'll be able to rub elbows. The people that aren't going to be there, y'all already know we're going to be doing it live from there, so you will not miss a thing. That's right. I need you guys to come with me. Be with me Friday, June the 27th, 2025, 22 West Circle Drive, Green Acres Mall in Valley Stream. Y'all know what it is. And with that being said, it's your boy Bugatti NYC. And like I always tell you, y'all could have went anywhere. But the fact of the matter that you came here to chill with me, I appreciate you. I appreciate you, Kendra. I appreciate you, Batty. I appreciate you, Casey. Yes, that's right. Who else? I appreciate you, Harley. You already know the entire show appreciates you. And also who we got up in the building. Thank you so much for the love. Appreciate you guys. And until tomorrow, y'all already know what it is. Y'all could have went anywhere. What? But the fact of the matter that you came here to chill with me, I appreciate you. So until tomorrow, get 'em. Peace. Yeah.